Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new part in the painting tutorial of Arhiman. In the last part I did the cloak, so what you see here, and previous parts I did the other parts. So in this part of the painting tutorial my plan is to do the magical thing, the magic power that he's manifesting, and as well I will do the staff and finalize the arms. The backpack as well, depending on how I go on time, and I keep the face for the last part. So let's go ahead. Most likely the head and the backpack will go in the next part, but let's start cracking on the painting. So I will start with the power. I will do first the left arm and then we will go to the right arm. So what I'm going to use here, I'm going to use first Baharo Blue as a base color. I will give sorry, thinking if I will give, yeah, I will give a blue, because the other option is to go for this green thing. Let's do it green, highlighted on blue. So we are going to apply this Gauss Blaster green, and we are going to do, we are making it to glow a little bit, so we are going to go with the opposite that we do normally for painting. So we are going to go the darker the lighter color on the most hidden parts, and going dark to the more external parts of the part. So but first we apply Gauss Blaster green, so I will do that. I will apply this on all the parts where we have this power manifestation, and once this is done I will come back. So as you can see, I was working here a little bit on what to do, and what I'm doing now, I put in my wet palette Baharo Blue, Lothan Blue, and the color that I used before, Gauss Blaster Green. Okay, so here we have the three colors. So these colors I have it in my wet palette right now, and what we are going to do is we are going to start adding blue on this glow, and first I start with Baharo Blue, because I realized that the Lothan Blue is too much heavy change. So what we do is we apply first Baharo Blue on the parts that are more exposed of this type of energy or something like that. I want to give really this bluish weird color to that, so something that is not well defined between blue and green, and this is why I like to combine these two colors, the blue and the Gauss Blaster Green and the Baharo Blue. We apply that first on the most exposed parts, leaving the deeper recesses with the Gauss Blaster Green. Okay, so here we have, and also areas with Gauss Blaster Green. So we want to give this type of, because this will help to give this a sensation of energy that we want to give on this type of lining, or I don't know how to call this thing, or weird manifestation of the work. Okay, then here for example I leave the part that is touching the hand with the green, and I go with Baharo Blue outside. And the problem is, because the armor is blue and the glove is blue, I wanted to avoid to go to use exactly the same color that we use for the armor, and this way I'm using Lothan Blue instead of using any of the turquoise colors. So I apply that. As you can see, I'm applying Baharo Blue in a lot of places. But I think this combination of Baharo Blue with Gauss Blaster Green is what is going to give this glow sensation. Also this magical looking, because the color is not going to be well defined, right? I put Gauss Blaster Green on the wet palette as well, so in case I need to rework some parts. And now with Lothan Blue, That is not much darker, but you see if you go next to the green, it's giving too much contrast. That's why I have Bahar blue next to me as well. We are going to add some darker parts, okay? So we go to this will go more to the most external parts, even more than before. Here I leave this green, I think it's not bad. And you keep blending everything together again. A lot of blendings on this miniature. Over here I will like that, and then I will put the Gauss Blaster green in the middle. I was thinking to do flames, but I was I was not, for me really fire. It's not looking like really fire, so this way at the end I didn't went for real flames there. Then I was thinking to make pink fire. But I think this is a good compromise. And this Gauss Blaster green will give this touch, like a sonic touch, that will make it really look like glowing. Now a little bit of Lothar blue. Here there is too much green. We'll put a mix of green and Bahar blue. Okay, and for example here, so you want to avoid as well too strong transitions. You can keep shades with the Lothar blue, but try to avoid really strong transitions. Okay. Sorry. So this how I will do this type of magical thing. So now I think we can work a little bit more on the armor, on the shoulder pad. So you see that in previous videos I did a Seraphim sepia wash there. Now I will add another wash, Aqueous Air Shade. at the base of the hole. Okay, so while this is drying, I will start preparing the stuff, because I will not do the stuff. I will do first the bottom of the stuff is over gluing, because this go in that position, so the bottom of the stuff will be quite difficult to reach there. And yeah, what I'm going to do is to first apply the gold that I want to put on the stuff. To do that, I will use Retributor Armor. I will apply it on the bottom blade, here on the bottom part of the... I'm going to use a bigger brush here. Now I'm going to apply it here at the base, and once this is done, I will be back. So next step, I will use Arhiman blue on these parts. I was thinking how to do the stuff, and I think I will keep the same colors that I'm using for the armor and for the rest of Arhiman, but here I will go a little bit more turquoise. So I will apply in this and this Arhiman blue. You also can use Sotek green for that. So I do that and I come back once this is done. Next, I'm going to use regular flake shade on the gold, as we did for all the other parts, and with that I will be able to glue this arm as well on the main body. So I do that and I will glue the arm on the body, and I'm back. Before gluing, I decided to do another wash, and I will use now Coelia green shade to do the shade on the turquoise parts. So this is really it's green, what I'm going to use here instead of blue, but I really want to play with this. I want to make this color really between green and blue, so I want this undefined color. So this is why I prefer to use Coelia green shade. Sorry. Okay. And I think it's going to be easier if we do this before gluing. We don't have any risk to dirten the cape, because this goes, especially the back part, it's going to be close to the body, and I want to avoid to do any dirtying. So this is how it looks like. I wait that this dries, I will glue it, and I will glue it on the main body. So now that I have the both arms glue, I will start first finishing the shoulder pads, and I will apply Gauss Blaster Green on this eye here, okay, as we did for all the other ones. So we will apply here Gauss Blaster Green, and I come back once this is done. Next, I will use Arhiman blue, and I will start highlighting all the blue on the armor parts, as we did for the shoe, for the boots, before. So what we are going to do is, in that case, we are going to apply this on the middle of these bars. Try to make the blue pop up a little bit more. We do that on all the different parts of the shoulder pad, and as well I will do it on the gloves. Okay, so I do that, you can see, and I'm back once this is done. Next, I'm painting this part of the cloth. Here is done. What I'm doing is I'm using Emperor Children, and I mix it with Screamer Pink that was the base color. So I'm mixing first 50-50, and I do a little bit of it's more like layering, but then also I do with the pink like edge highlighting. This is quite a, like here that is not that strong. I first apply a mixture and then I go like that. Okay. We want, and then we can use Niagara Night with the square pink, and we can apply here in the middle. As well as here. Okay, and then do this. Try to make the transition softer here. And I will use a little bit of the darker color. To make some shades. Do the same here. Then we are going to apply a little bit of this Screamer Pink. Like that. Okay. So I will work, I did highlight all the arm because here I want to do a little bit more, so I take now, let's take here. We'll take again Arhiman blue, and I will take a little bit of Bagar blue. water. Okay. And we are going to highlight and at the same time do a little bit of OSL here. Okay. So I start next to this, first with the highlight. We are going to try to put more. Now we mix. Okay. I will put a little bit of that also on top. I don't go too heavy. I don't want to go too heavy on that. Just a little bit. I don't want to go too heavy because it will look like that we are painting. We have missed the paint. We have paint out of the. But yes, I will apply. Okay, not on the, I will not go too heavy. And here on the clothes, I prefer in a way to avoid it. What I will do is I will apply a lighter blue here. I will mix it with a little bit of animal blue. Okay, and then we are going to glaze on top of the gold. Okay, and then we're going to highlight just a little bit the fingers. Not too much to keep the brighter part, the part where we have this type of magical thing. We'll add simple, more light colors around this type of magical like flame, how you want to call it, this thing. Okay, and with a little bit of the mixture with Pájaro Blue, I'm also going to highlight a little bit more the armor, some points, just to add an additional highlight to what we did before. And with this same mixture, I will add a little bit of small highlight, not too much, these areas. There I missed some parts, and do something like that. Okay. Okay. Next, I will take again Coelia green shade, and I will add a shade on the eye. Okay, and while this is drying, now it's time to start highlighting the gold on all these parts. I will say before highlighting the gold, I will apply the rest of the gold that we need on this miniature. So I take back Retributor armor, and I will finalize the gold that we need on the staff. I will do all the base colors on the staff. Then we can do the final highlights, just to do it all with the same color. So I'm going to apply now here on the top, and also at the middle part of this inside of the horns. I'm going to apply Retributor armor from Games Workshop. Okay, and most likely we'll need to go back with the bone color too. What I do is come to the edge and do that. Okay, so I will do that. I will do this part of the staff with Retributor armor, and I will be back. So next I'm going to use Rhino's hide to paint these details here. I want to keep quite a dark brown. And here I will use it also for the rope that is going down here. So Okay. So I apply green sky here, and I'm back when this is done. So next I'm going to apply Screamer School sorry, here on this small animal school. And then we are going to wait that everything is dry before doing any wash. So I apply Screamer School here, and I will be back for the washes. So now that we have applied all the base colors except here, the eye and the gem, I'm going to apply a wash of Raglan Flesh Shade on the gold parts. So as we have done in all the previous steps. So I will do that on all the gold parts that we just paint now. Okay, but I will not do it, I will try to avoid as much as I can on the bone parts. The bone parts I will go more for a sepia color to have better contrast. But we need to do anyway. Now I will leave it like that, I will do only the back, and we are going to do the shade between the bone and the gold with the Seraphim Sepia and Aglax Air shade later on to have better. The only part that I will apply a little bit of Raglan Flesh Shade is in that part, and then we wash everything. Here we don't care, we can wash the eye as it's going to go greenish later on. Okay, and I don't do it neither on the skull, so just on the gold parts. Okay, in that case, so I do that and I wait until this dry before doing the next step. So next step that I'm going to do is I will apply Seraphim Sepia on this type of horns. Okay, and as well on the type of animal skull that we have there. So we go like that. I will do the same on the other side. Okay. We are going to do the same here. These horns are very nice to paint because they have a very nice texture. And I'm going to apply this as well on this type of thing. Okay. And again, we wait that this dries before doing the next step. So next, I'm going to use Aglax Air Shade again on these horns, or this type of, on the horns of this stuff, and I will use it mainly on the base and following the gold. What I want to get here is a better, stronger line between the, and then what I will do is I will add a little bit more of Aglax Air Shade just on the bottom lines, and as you can see I'm pointing inside of them. Okay, and then again use Aglax Air Shade here on we do the other side. And again we put some Aglax Air Shade just at the bottom. And then here I will put it just on this part. Okay, and now we wait until this dry before doing the next step. So once we have done all the washes, I will start doing the highlights on the gold, and as we did for the other parts, I'm going to start first applying Auric Armor Gold to do the first highlight. So we are going to do this on all the gold parts, starting from the shoulder parts to all the decorations that we have on the staff. So I will apply that. Okay. And of course we want the gold to shine now. This is the main objective. And later on we are going to do the second highlight as we did with the other part, with speed metal plus Auric Armor Gold. But first we apply Auric Armor Gold to make the gold more shiny, okay, as we did on all the other armor parts before. So I do that, and I show you once this is done. Next, I'm going to use a speed metal from a scale 75. You can use any light silver. If you use Games Workshop, you can use, for example, Runefang steel, or the other one, who was called the other one, the new one that was even lighter than this one. There are a couple of options, just checking here, yeah. The stone host silver. So these are the options, but I will use this one. I like a lot scale 75 because the metallic particles are really thin and they work very well to mix with gold. So what I'm going to do is I use a lot of we use mainly silver, and then with the Auric Armor Gold I'm going to reduce the brightness of the silver, make it a little bit yellowish. But we want to create these bright points, especially where we have, for example, here. So be careful because I have purple there. Okay, you want to create these points, and then all the rivets. I will try, and then here is a tip. This tip is very thin, and you want to do the rivets. I prefer to use a brush with bigger tips. Okay, with a bigger tip, and then just to just rivet. It's important also when you're doing the rivet that you have like the surrounding of the rivet is darker. Okay, so I keep using this brush, and then here I can add a bright point as well here. Okay, and then if you see that it's too bright, take a little bit of Auric Armor Gold and apply it there. And apply a little bit here. Okay, so we are going to work like that, and then on the flat parts, what I like to do is with a little bit of the mixture, I like to add a little bit on the middle, so to add like brighter points, and this will increase the brightness of the gold and make it look more interesting. So the setup at the end is more or less the same that we did with the rest of the armor, but now we are going to complete the shoulder pads and also the weapon. The blade, the one thing interesting on the blade, I will add first here on the edge. Okay, and then I will go to to the other edge, and we can add like this should be really bright. We can add a point, and then we are going to do the opposite on the bottom blade. On the bottom, we keep the one facing down dark, and we add a little bit of silver on the top. Then on the cylindrical parts, what I like to do is this one here, and then I go with a thin line like that. I realize I have a mistake there. Okay, I will correct this later on. Okay, here as well. And then here is quite the same. We are going, of course, to highlight a lot the top part. Always try to make brighter the top parts and a little bit darker the bottom parts. Okay. Here as well on the glove, I do this, and I will do the arrows. Okay. So I will keep doing that, and I'm back once it is done. So next I'm going to paint the gems. So you see how now the metallics looks more. I keep some metallic here, some of the gold handy, in case I need to do some touches or some. But I so far I'm quite happy how it looks like. Gold this can be quite tricky. This can look very flat, or you can look not quite weird. So now I'm going to paint the gems that we have on the staff, and I will paint also the eye that I have on the shoulder pad. Remember that we have done Gauss Blaster Green with the wash, and now I apply again Gauss Blaster Green. Okay, and I will apply it here on the eye. Okay, and I will apply it here on the gems, and also on the eye on the staff. Okay. As we did for the other eye, I will apply a wash of Coelia green shade. Okay. But on this case, I will do it at a point. I'll try to focus around the A. This to increase the definition, and I will do the same on the gem. And while we wait that this gem and the eye are drying, I'm going to apply accidentally make a small mistake there. I'm going to apply quite watered down. This color is quite okay. I'm going to apply now white in the middle. Okay. We mix it. We'll let it dry first. While this is drying, I'm going to apply as well a little white. Here. Okay, and I will apply green back. This part. I want to keep this very light color. Okay. We will need to put a little bit of darker color. No, I realized that I was using the wrong brush. I'm going to take a little bit of silvery green. I will apply a little bit of silvery green. We'll do it the other way around. I apply first silvery green on the top. Okay, and then we go with the white dot. Okay. Now that I have dry, applying Gauss Blaster green here. On here. And what I'm going to do with black, I do like a triangle. Okay. I will do the same here. Okay. now in that one that is darker, I will take now silvery green. Apply that part there. You can take even darker green. The case because this is really big. I will take now cavalry green. And I apply here more. Okay, and then that area, I think I need to put a little bit more. We add the dot. And then okay. And I'm going to do the same here. I will adjust. Here is more tricky. I will adjust a little bit of bright next to the something like that. Okay. And once the gems have been done, the next step I will work a little bit on the wood, on the bone, sorry, color, and I will use again Screamer School. Okay. And with that I will do the first highlight on all the bone colors. So on this thing I'm going to pick each segment of the horns. Okay. Then I will take a little bit of as well 3D1 flash to make the transition softer where is needed. One flake is slightly warmer. Okay. Okay, and I will do the same here. Mainly what I will do is I will apply Screaming School. Just on the multi stream, and then I change to flake one flash. I will not do them all. We stop some there like that because I want to keep really this gradient of color. I do the same on the other side. Okay, and yeah, I will highlight also this thing as we did this, and I come back once I apply all the bone color. So next, now that I have the bone color done, I'm going to work on the leather or this type of brown things. The first thing here, I will apply Morphin brown. I'm painting these segments. Okay, I'm painting this, highlighting the distance, and then as well here I will highlight this part, this back. Okay. Now I'm going to take a little bit lighter color. We can use scrag brown. It's more orangey. And I'm going to apply just here. And with more from brown, I smoothen. Okay. Apply on this thing. Okay, and I will apply as well a little bit on this side. Okay. Okay. And just to finalize this part of the tutorial of Arhiman, I'm going to do some highlights on the blue part of the staff and clean up if I have made a mistake with the gold. So I take Baharo blue. Here for example they have a little bit of gold. I will go with Baharo blue. Apply it especially where we have next to the gold. And then I will do something like that. Here to here and from here to here. We go with the brush horizontal. It's too thick. we just make it brighter. Okay. And if we have made a mistake with Arhiman blue, sorry, with Thousand Suns blue, now looks good. And here is where we finish this part. So we have done now the two arms, the staff, all the main body, and I will just leave for the final part the backpack and the head, and we are going to finalize Arhiman on the next part. So yeah, I want to stop here, and this is how it looks like right now. So here we have the staff on both sides, and of course all what we the magical thing. So I think it's looking quite good. I try to lock my palette on all these colors, and now I will do the head and the backpack on the next tutorial. Please give a like if you have liked it, leave the comment below, let me know what do you think, and if you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tutorials. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.